Shanti. This is the Sakar Murli of 11 of April 2023. Essence. Sweet children, die alive. Continue every day to make the first lesson firm of being a bodiless soul. Question: who would be called completely surrendered? Answer: those who are completely surrendered are soul conscious. Even this body is not mine. I am now becoming bodiless. That is, whatever I have, body, mind, and wealth, I offer that to Baba to end all the consciousness of mine and live as a full trustee is to surrender completely. Baba says, children, belong to me and end your attachment to everyone. Do your business. Look after it and settle the debt of the sustenance you have received from your parents. But do that as a trustee while following the Father's Srimad. Song: I have come to your doorstep having taken an oath. Om Shanti. You children heard the song. The song definitely has a meaning to it. So the Father sits here and explains its meaning to you. It is called dying alive and belonging to the Father. After belonging to a Father, you adopt a teacher and then a guru. It isn't that all worldly people have gurus. The majority has gurus. Christian a child, when he is born, they also put the child into the hands of a guru. That could be a priest or someone else. The priest is not Christ. They say, I become a Christian in his name. You children now know that you first belong to the Father. Whatever you have, your body, mind, and wealth, you surrender them to Baba. You die alive. That is, we souls belong to Him. This should remain in your intellects. Whatever things you say are mine, for instance, my body, my wealth, and prosperity, my relations, etc., forget them all. You forget all of those when you die. The destination is very high. Make it firm that you are bodiless souls. It isn't that you can shed your bodies and die. No. You souls have not become completely pure. Although you belong to the Father, Baba says, you souls are impure. The wings of souls are broken, and so souls aren't able to fly. Because of being Tamo Pradhan, not a single soul can return home. Maya has completely broken your wings. Baba has explained that souls are a flying squad. They go faster than anything else. There is nothing faster than a soul. No one can catch a soul. At the end, all souls will fly like a swarm of insects. Where will they go? They will go very far away, beyond the sun and the moon. They will not return from there. Those rockets, etc., go up there and then come back. They cannot reach the sun. You have to go very far beyond that. You have to go even beyond the subtle region to the incorporeal world. You will go very quickly. The soul receives wings. The soul settles all accounts and becomes pure. There is a lot of praise written of this time of settlement. All souls have to settle their accounts and return home. All souls are now dirty and sinful. They continue to take rebirth here. You know that this is an unlimited drama. All actors definitely have to come here from there to play their parts. All souls have to come onto the stage. Everyone will have come by the time of destruction. What would they do by staying up there? An actor would not sit at home without playing a part. He definitely has to come into the play. When everyone has come down from there, the Father takes everyone back. The Father says, although I am here, souls still continue to come. There continues to be growth here. Number wise. You will then also return number wise. Everything depends on your stage. This is why you have to die alive. It takes effort to have the faith that you are a soul. Children repeatedly become body conscious and forget. You will become soul conscious when you are completely surrendered. Baba, all of this is yours. I too am yours. It is as though this body doesn't belong to me. I now shade it. Baba, I belong to you. Baba says, belong to me and break your attachment away from everyone else. However, don't think that you can just come and sit here. You also have to do your business and look after your home. You have to fulfill your responsibility of looking after your children. You have to serve your mother and father and give them their return. Children accumulate a debt of the sustenance they receive from their parents. This father is now sustaining you, and so he first makes you surrender everything. Give everything. You are then also sustained with that. This is Shiv Baba's treasure store. The mother and father are sustaining you, children. All those who came in the beginning quickly surrendered everything. They didn't keep anything with themselves. He surrendered everything, and so he couldn't give anyone even a paisa from that wealth without permission. There is the story of King Harishchandra in the scriptures. However, none of that is right. Bharat was completely pure. No one else is as pure and happy as the people of Bharat were. Bharat is the greatest pilgrimage place where the purifier Father comes and makes the whole world, including the elements, pure. Now, all of these elements, etc., are your enemies. There will be earthquakes and storms, etc. Because of the elements are Tamu Pradhan, there will be natural calamities which will cause a lot of sorrow. At this time, everything causes sorrow. In the golden age, everything gives happiness. There won't be any storms or a hot climate, etc. Very few amongst you understand this. Today they are here and tomorrow they are not here. Therefore, you would say that they didn't understand anything. Although they come here, not all of them stay here. They go from here and 10 days later, news would arrive. Baba, so and so has been eaten by Maya. This continues to happen. They are young flowers. If they were big, they would bear fruit. When the fruit comes, you also then have the power to make others equal to yourselves. Such ones bear fruit. Now that you belong to the Father, you also have to create subjects. Heirs also have to be created. It isn't enough simply to become a guide and come to Baba and say, Baba, I have arrived here. No, the destination is very high. You say there are many storms of Maya. Oh, you are the children of the Father, and so storms will definitely come. You say, Baba, I belong to you. I claimed my inheritance from you, and while taking rebirth, I went through 84 births and have now come and become yours. I will definitely claim my inheritance from you. Therefore, you have to remember such a Father so much. You also have to make others equal to yourselves and give the return. How else would you become the masters? How would you create your heirs? Subjects are needed. Heirs who can claim the throne are also needed. Many come to Baba and then they divorce him. When the intellect's yoga is broken, the game is over. Some children come and ask Baba, Baba, how can I make my stage so strong that I am unaffected by storms? Baba continues to show them the way. Remember the Father. There will be storms. Have you ever seen boxing where only one fighter continues to be beaten? Both would definitely have courage. If one of them punches once, the other one probably punches 10 times. This too is boxing. If you continue to remember the Father, Maya will continue to run away. However, this will not happen instantly. You have to wrestle with Maya. Don't think that Maya will not slap you. No matter who it is, this is big boxing. Many become afraid. Maya harasses you a lot. This is a battlefield. Maya causes many obstacles to your connecting your intellects. In yoga, all the effort is in yoga. Although Baba says that he loves knowledgeable souls, it isn't that he only loves those who give knowledge. There also has to be full yoga. You have to remember the Father. Don't be afraid of the storms of Maya. You are becoming the masters of the world. The rosary of 16,108 is very big. It will be completed by the end. There will have been so many princes and princesses by the end of the Silver Age. There are some signs. There are the signs of the 8 and also the 108. This is absolutely right. By the end of the Silver Age, there will have been 16,108 princes and princesses. They won't be there at the beginning. At first, there are a few, and then growth continues to take place. All of them are created here. You now have a very good chance. However, it does require a lot of effort. You also say in the song, I will never leave you. I will die. Baba says all of this is for you children. Children say everything of mine is yours. You say that God gave you everything you have. The Father now says all of this is to finish. Destruction does take place. What do you have? Even that body will finish. I am now exchanging everything for you. You simply exchange everything. The Father says, children, become bodiless. Remember me, surrender everything. The Father says, I explained to you the essence of all the scriptures, etc. Those who have studied the scriptures understand this. The Father says, I explained this to you through the mouth of Brahma. I taught you Raj Yoga in the previous cycle and made you into kings and queens, and I am now making you into those again. Human beings can never relate the Gita to human beings. They cannot teach them Raj Yoga and make them into kings and queens. Then what is the benefit of listening to the Gita? The Father says, I myself come every cycle and make you into the masters of heaven. Only when you belong to me will you become heirs. To the extent that you stay in yoga, the purer you will accordingly continue to become. Baba, all of this is yours. I am just a trustee. I will not do anything without your orders. You also have to take directions on how to earn your livelihood. Generally, it is the poor who give their full accounts. Wealthy ones cannot do that. They cannot surrender themselves. Scarcely a few emerge. Janak is well known for that. If they have children and joint property, how can they be separated? How can the wealthy ones sell their property so that they can surrender themselves? The Father is the Lord of the poor. The mothers are poor, but the Kumaris are even poorer than they are. Kumaris never have the intoxication of an inheritance. Sons have the intoxication of their father's property, and so they have to leave all of that and then claim an inheritance in paradise. Donations are always given to the poor. Bharat is the poorest of all. America is the wealthiest of all. Would they be given the inheritance? Baba was the wealthiest of all. There were no other religions. There were just the people of Bharat. There was one language. God is one. I establish one sovereignty, one religion, and one language. I establish the one almighty government. And then from one, there are two and three. There are so many religions now. and then there definitely has to be one religion. It is a matter of 5,000 years. When a person dies, they think that he has become a resident of heaven and has perhaps gone up above. In the Dilwala temple, they saw heaven up on the ceiling, and so people become confused. In fact, heaven is not up above. You now know that you have to go to Baba and then come down here and rule. This knowledge should remain in your intellects so that you can explain to anyone. Maya eats weak ones raw. Baba receives news. So and so shot such an arrow that I belong to Baba. It is written in the scriptures that the Kumaris were made to shoot arrows. These are called the arrows of knowledge. You simply have to remind them of the Father. However, it is not a question of physical arrows. They don't know anything. They wrote whatever entered their minds. There is a lot of dirt. There are also so many with occult power. When the truth emerges, falsehood causes opposition. You now understand that Shiv Baba is incorporeal and that Brahma is corporeal. But there is no question of anyone emerging from a navel. Because of falsehood, people are unable to understand the truth. Nowadays, they create such first-class imitation jewelry that the real things are hidden. When you tell anyone the truth, it feels like chilly to them. When you tell anyone the truth, it feels like chilly to them. Oh, but you have to claim your inheritance from the most beloved Father. How can He be omnipresent? There is no meaning to omnipresence. God the Father creates heaven, and so we should be masters. We should be the masters of heaven. So why have we become so poverty-stricken? We are children of the Father, and so why are we not the masters of heaven? How did we become the masters of hell? God is the creator of a new world. It isn't that He establishes an old world. The Father would not build an old home. So you should have such thoughts. Acha, to the sweetest, beloved, long lost, and now found children, love, remembrance, and good morning from the Mother, the Father, Bap Dada. The spiritual father says Namaste to the spiritual children, and the spiritual children says Namaste to the spiritual father. Essence for Dharana. Number 1. Don't be afraid of the obstacles of Maya. Remove all obstacles by having remembrance of the Father. Second, make your intellect surrender everything. Become bodiless and remember the Father. Together with being a Jnani soul, you definitely also have to be a yogi soul. Blessing, may you become full of powers and receive the drishti of love and mercy by having the awareness of mind. Once the children recognize the Father and from their hearts say, My Baba, Bap Dada, the ocean of mercy, looks at such children with spiritual love as a multi-million-fold return. This drishti of love and mercy constantly enables them to move forward. This awareness of spiritual belonging becomes a blessing for such children to fill themselves with power. Bap Dada doesn't then need to give blessings with words, but all the children continue to be sustained with his subtle loving thoughts. Slogan, those who are loving to the Father cannot have love for other beings or any possessions. Slogan, those who are loving to the Father cannot have love for other beings or any possessions. Om Shanti.